Okay, so trigger warning on this one. I'm letting you know if you have any trauma around the conversation of racial diversity and racial sensitivity, you are going to want to click away. Just right now, just leave. This is not the video for you. I'm letting you know this is going to use some harsh vernaculars, alright, to not dance around it. Because I'm not going to sit back and ignore a fucking dog whistle. Alright? So that being said, anyone here, understand there is going to be a racial diversity factor in this rant. To go ahead and make the last point that I'm going to fucking make on this. Alright? So, on my feed, I end up going ahead and seeing a video. The thumbnail is Pete Hegseth, and he looks like he's throwing up the Nazi salute. Alright? I sent a screenshot, and I sent a text to my mom along with it. I was like, is Pete Hegseth doing a Nazi salute, or is he, like, sizing something? Like, going ahead pointing out how tall somebody is or something. Her response is, well, why don't you go ahead and do his job and see how you would do? So somebody gets stressed the fuck out at work, and, the reasonable response is to do racist dog whistles? Yeah, just last night I had to go ahead and intercept a fucking cyber attack. Alright? Keep in mind, I I know it may now sound fancy because I had to set a fucking 17 character long fucking, password to go ahead and reduce the likelihood of success for the individual attempting to brute force down to 1 in 100 quadrillion probability of success. Alright? Understanding the economic downfall that I would have for every individual that ends up relying on the social safety net. Public assistance? Yeah. So apparently, a fucking Nazi sympathizer, I should go ahead and have to respect her authority. She's literally got an entire church that ended up emboldening her, as well as people within the fucking legal system that made that monster by going ahead and letting her get off the hook by going ahead and racially profiling me and locking me up for her fucking crimes. At this point, I do not see how I would be wrong for going ahead and setting another bigoted piece of shit on fire. Alright? I'm not gonna take marching orders from somebody who perceives me as a fucking race traitor. Alright? I'm not gonna fucking do it. And I'm not going to sit back and respect the authority of somebody who is actively racist as shit and has gotten away with it for so long that literally society has normalized it. Alright, at this point, if I were to set her on fire, I do not see how I wouldn't be doing society a favor. Am I wrong for feeling that way?